Welcome to Parental Talkback with Kay Woods, also known as Miss K. This is a judgment-free space for real parents navigating real life. Here, we talk through the questions you don't always say out loud.
Hey, Kay.
Hi, Renee.
Good afternoon, parents and guardians and grandparents and friends and family, children, all that are there with us today. Hello.
How's it going? We are here and we're about to get to it. Let's have some fun with it.
Whoosah. Okay, today is going to be a little something. We're going to talk about some challenging things today. So first and foremost, we're going to get into some of the statistics wrapped around parenting. And I am going to ask Miss Kay Woods here today about some of the statistics that are being shared about parenting.
Well, Renee, 70% of parents are saying that they're overwhelmed. They're stressed out. 50% don't even seek help. And we're here to talk about and get to what happens when you don't ask or get the help that you need.
Wow, 70%.
70%.
I can see that. I mean, I guess back in the day when our kids were younger, I wouldn't have put it at 70% because we had more resources as far as asking for help and getting assistance with our children. But today's modern parents, I mean, they're doing so much. You have the ones that are, when we go into talking about the challenges that they have, they're working more than one job because of the economy, so they're trying to live.
Yes.
A lot of them are in school because they're trying to make a better life for themselves. And then there's that full-time parenting piece. A lot of them don't have their parents here because, you know, you got grown, you moved away from home, you probably moved states, didn't know the value of reaching out and connecting with another family to be a part of, to help when you got to this point. So, yeah, I can see 70% of them being overwhelmed.
And guess what? We're modern parents too. We are. It's different. So we think it's different but the same. The times are different. The dates changed, for sure.
For sure.
However, we're in a place in our lives that not only are we still parenting with grown-up parents, we have grandkids and aging parents.
That's true.
And we're in that going back and forth and around and around. We're retired. I'm semi-retired.
And I'm retired, so yes.
But it seems like I'm still going.
Oh, I know I'm working harder now than I did when I was not even punching the clock, because I was in that position where I was over the ones punching the clock. But I think that I'm actually putting more into working and making things right now than I was back then.
Yeah, it still takes a village. It still takes a village. I'm wondering what comes to mind right now, what's hindering us from asking for help so that we can slow down and just not be all over the place? Or maybe not you're all over the place, but what could make this a smoother transition as we educate, raise our children, move forward, and get peace of mind for ourselves?
And I know when speaking to a lot of the younger parents, yes, we are the modern grandparents now, but talking to my daughter's age, their friends and everybody, and you are asking those same questions.
Yes.
Why don't you just ask for help? And a lot of them are like, I just don't know how to ask for help. Or, I thought I had it all together. I'm doing this so that I didn't have to ask for help. They're working hard because they think they can throw $1 out there and that be the help.
Right. Put some money on it.
Yeah.
It's really, really tough to ask for help. It's embarrassing. I asked Miss K. I have my moments, and I'm here sharing with you. But does that change who I am? It helps me because reaching out, asking a friend, asking Miss K if you want privacy, asking a school teacher, asking a grandparent, asking a coworker, it's real. It doesn't change the essence of who you are. What it does is elevate that whatever you're going through is real. Because it really is real.
Right.
And it's okay. It's okay to have questions today, tomorrow, every day.
And that's true. I mean, that terminology that they use now, life be lifing. And I'm like, life does be lifing.
Yeah.
But what do we do when life is lifing?
You breathe, you take it all in, you be honest with yourself, and get the help that you need. Or just bounce it off of someone so that you're okay, and it helps, and maybe you can share some things, and you're not doing it by yourself. Mm-hmm. You weren't meant to do this by yourself. You shouldn't do this by yourself.
Right.
Whether it's with a spouse, whether it's with a friend, a coworker, a colleague, open your ears, listen, share, and you'll learn that people have frequent questions like that. I still have questions daily. I can be on the elevator. I can be on a walk. Mm-hmm. I could be somewhere and someone's asking questions. They don't know who Ask Miss K is, nor do I have to share. But what I can do is share what I know so that it can give them some ease, some peace of mind, and make them wonder, wow, let's have a better day.
Yeah, that's true. I laugh about it because, I'm constantly telling minds now, I don't know, Ask Miss K. So recently, my daughter called and she said, Mom, I have tickets. I'm going to buy tickets for us to go to a show. And I said, oh, wow, really? You buying me a ticket? She said, yeah, I want you to go. So this is supposed to be a girls' night with both of my daughters and myself. And I was like, wow, they want me to go somewhere with them.
Feels good.
Then she says, so who are we going to get to keep the baby? And I'm like, your baby? Well, Mom, you don't have to say it like that. And then I thought, I'm like, wow. I never thought to ask my mom to find someone to keep my baby for me. And I'm like, oh, so maybe that's the price I have to pay for being invited and having a ticket purchase. So I'll get on the phone and see if I can find someone.
It's a joint effort.
It's a joint effort.
Oh, gosh. I still remember when my daughter was young, her dad and I were in corporate America. And when we didn't have a child care, because we started out with home care, and if our home care provider was ill, then one of us had to take off. And this particular time, both of us had meetings, and I had to go out of town. And guess what? He took her to work with him. Took his travel bag where it opens up, the 3-in-1, and Paige was right in the office there, and he had his assistant help him while he did his meeting. Isn't that?
Wow. That's probably how Take Your Child to Work started. Because true, back in the day, we did have days when we had to take them to work.
Absolutely.
I know. I kept a little carrier in my office.
And everybody doesn't have that privilege and the ability to do that, but it's real. But it still takes a village. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a co-worker. Maybe it's a grandmother, if you have a grandparent. Because that's not everybody. Everybody doesn't have a grandparent that can, or mom or dad that can assist with the children, so you're left calling out.
That's true.
And then the workforce is jeopardized at that point. But these are real feelings, and it's real scenarios in which we all have encountered one way or another. Talk about it, release it, you're not alone, and let's get together and figure out what we can do. What other services are out there that's to help you in those challenging times.
That's good. That's very good advice. And always remember, find a village.
The village is here, where tech meets tenderness.
Yes.
Parental Talkback is a place where you can come, you can submit your questions online, and what we will discuss is the popular ones. If there's something you need urgent help with or want to answer right away, please ask Miss K. She can answer. Parental Talkback is a weekly podcast that we go through all the requests and try to answer the questions that are urging and most popular.
Right. But ask Ms. K at www.askmskay.com. Once again, www.askmskay.com. As Ms. K is a great friend, a great confidant. So don't forget to utilize her.
Yes, because we care. See you soon. Bye for now.
If this episode spoke to you, make sure you subscribe and share it with another parent who needs support. You can submit your questions using the link below, or if you need immediate judgment-free parental feedback, visit www.askmskay.com.